Hi, and welcome to Tim's Tips. Today we're going to talk about maintenance on our elna sewing machine. Now today we're using the elna Excellent 760 Pro. It is the same as the 760, the 730 Pro, the 730, similar to the new Excellent 780, and similar to our top-of-the-line 920. Now the nice thing about the elnas is you do not need a screwdriver to do maintenance on it because the plates pop off. Our needle plates, over here you'll notice there's no screws in them. Well, how do I get that needle plate off? Well, it's really simple. I simply remove my accessory tray, and I have a lever hiding underneath. That lever underneath is what's going to make it nice and easy to take that plate off. But before I do that, I want to give myself a little extra room to work with. Remember, the 730, 760s have extra lifts, so I can push that foot and lock it into a higher position. Now I have better room in here to work to take my plate off. My little lever's hiding down here. I simply push on it, and like magic, it pops my plate off. That's the same lever and the same system we use when we want to switch from our zigzag plate to our straight stitch plate. Now I've got the plate off. Let's take a look inside the mechanism and see what we need to do about cleaning to keep the lint out. First things first, let's go ahead and remove our bobbin and our bobbin case. Now you see, my bobbin case is already wanting to come out because it knows it's time for cleaning. So I'm just going to lift it out and set it aside. Now if I have lint built up on here, I'm going to need to clean it as well. Sweeping inside and the outside, don't forget the bottom. You want to get all the lint off that bobbin case. Inside here, this machine's really clean, but you would see a lint buildup in here if you used your machine and hadn't cleaned it in a while. Once again, with our lint brush, we're going to come in and sweep around, gently sweeping around the outsides. Every area that you might see lint, you're going to come in and pay attention to with your lint brush. Now, sometimes we need to get down into little crevices behind that, so we need to be able to turn our wheel around. We're turning our hand wheel so that our hook moves because there's an open slot back here. That'll give us some more access into some of those hard-to-reach places. Remember, it's a gentle touch with the brush wherever you're sweeping. We're not jabbing in there to accidentally hit a couple of springs that are underneath there. You'll be most unhappy if you do. So I've got a little lint on my brush. I'm going to clean my brush off and come back in here and finish sweeping around to get the rest of my lint out so I can put my machine back together. One thing of note on the elnas, if you look right here in the middle, there's a little wick. That's not lint. That's an oil wick. That wick, if it's white, it's dry, and it needs to have a drop of sewing machine oil. Sewing machine oil is available from your dealer, and most dealers are going to sell you a nice quality brand of sewing machine oil that you can use on your machine. As far as maintenance on the machine, that's really the only maintenance you need to do in the lower half is to make sure that that wick is never white. It should always have a little grayish color to it so that you know that it's got oil in it and it's weeping oil into the areas it needs down below. So you've finished cleaning around the area and it's time to put your machine back together. Now remember, you're going to keep this area clean, means that you will reduce the amount of time you're going to be down if you have to take your machine into the shop. A little bit of preventive maintenance on your side will help the service technician keep your machine in top running condition. Now you want to put the machine back together. See this little red dot right here? There's a matching red dot on our bobbin case. See right there? Hoping you can see that in the video. Those two little dots need to talk to each other. So you're going to drop the bobbin case in with the little prongs pointing to the back and get it to drop onto the hook. That round circular piece is your hook. See how the two red dots are now talking to each other? That means that bobbin case is properly installed and you can continue to put the rest of your machine together so you can sew again. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.